friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I'm going to be doing my collective PR Roundup review from May and June. Had to think for a second of which month we were in. Goodness gracious, this year is going by quick. I've been doing these videos since the beginning of the year, just kind of doing a collective video where I just review the PR I've received in the last 2 months. You guys seem to be enjoying it. This is in no way me trying to be braggy in any sense at all. I'm so incredibly grateful to receive what I've received. This is simply just a way for me to kind of get back to you on my final thoughts on a lot of these products because a lot of you are still very curious at what I think. This is a way for me to just kind of address all of those questions. I think I might start doing this monthly rather than bi-monthly because I feel like it'll stay a little more relevant if I do it every month versus 2 months, because some of the things that I got 2 months ago I feel like you guys don't even really care about anymore. So I might start doing it every month, but let me know what you think. I've also done this video quite a bit different. You will see I did a lot more close-ups, swatches, things like that. Let me know if you liked that or if it was a waste of time because it took a lot of extra time. But I did enjoy doing it, so if it helps you, let me know. Let's jump right into it. Really quick though. Let's not jump right into it. I did film this look. It's on my IGTV if you are interested in checking it out. Okay, now let's just hop into it. I'm gonna go over all of these products. I will try to be as speedy but thorough as possible, and I will also let you know if there are any dedicated videos kind of about any of these specific products. Okay, let's hop right into it. The first package I got in May was a package from Milk Makeup. I've been receiving PR from them since like September, I want to say, and I get so thrilled because I love trying their stuff out so much. Two of the things are these Kush Lip Glazes, which are also like a gloss. I really like these a lot. I have the shade Rosebud, which is a pink, and Nova, which is kind of like a more warm, neutral kind of tone. It's really pretty. I really like the applicator on these. It feels really cooling on the lips. I feel like these give a really nice shine. They're very comfortable. Not super insanely long lasting, but I could say that for most glosses. I'm really liking these. I'm going to continue using them. I wish they had more shades, but I'm pretty sure they only have the 2. So I'd like to see more shades in the future. I like these. The next products I have are the lip scrub and the Kush lip balm. I think it's the Kush lip scrub as well. Yes, I really like this lip scrub. I've been using it every single day. It's making my lips so nice. It's really helping prep them for whatever lip products I feel like applying that day. I'm really liking this. I will most likely repurchase it when I'm out of it because it's been doing wonders for me. And the Kush lip balm, I actually realized I had this small sample. They sent me a full size and I realized I hadn't used this in a long time. So I busted out the one that I already had open. I love this. I don't know why I ceased using it a while back, but I'm really enjoying this product. It feels very conditioning and good on the lips. I will most definitely be busting out the other one when I'm done with this one. I love this guy. It's so nice. I really like my NYX lip conditioner still, but this combo might have taken its place. Obviously, price-wise, this is a much more expensive combination than just getting that NYX lip conditioner. I wouldn't say it's a bad idea to get the NYX one, but I do prefer this combo right here. I got another Kush mascara from Milk. I've been liking this mascara for a couple years. I don't buy it all the time. I have purchased it a couple times. I do really like it. I would say this is my favorite mascara, but take that with a grain of salt because I wear false lashes almost every single time I do my makeup. It is very rare if I skip the false lash step, and pretty much my only parameter is black and doesn't smear. So this does it for me. I really like it, but it's not like that big of a review for me because I don't care about mascara that much. They also sent over a Kush Clear Brow Gel. Again, I realized I already had a travel size and I was running out of my NYX Control Freak, so I busted out the travel size first and I'll bust into the bigger one later. I love this. This might be my favorite clear brow gel I've ever used. I don't know why I never used this small one before. It must have just been simply that I had other things open at the time. I love my NYX Control Freak, but again, I think this is surpassing it. I like the way it holds my brows in place after I've done whatever I need to do with them. I don't know, I really like this clear brow gel. There's not much I can really say other than it gives them hold and it doesn't get flaky, but isn't that what we all want in a clear brow gel? And finally, they sent over the Triple Brow Pen. It's one of their newer products. They actually sent me 3 shades and they were all varying shades of blonde. I am not a blonde. You can see my roots. My brows are quite dark. Blonde does not work for me, so I put 2 of them in my future giveaway box. By the way, I do giveaways just based on DMing people randomly. I don't do like big announced giveaways because I don't want it to seem like, I don't know, I just want it to be more personal. Moving on. The shade that I did decide to try that I thought might work for me is in the shade Haze, I believe. Yes, it's called Haze. It is a bit light for my brows, but I still really did like the way it looked. It was really quick to use. I feel like I can't give this the most thorough review though because it's not my brow color, but I did enjoy using this. I might pick this up in a darker shade eventually. I like it so far, I really do. It's easy to use. I just want to try it in my shade. All right, moving on. I got the entire Retinol Jasmine collection from Pixi Beauty. There are 6 products here, and I will go over all of them. As a general rule, I love this line. I think it's been doing great things for my skin. I've been using it for about 2 months solid now. I use it twice a week personally just because I know with retinol you have to be a little careful with it. Sometimes your skin can get really sensitive to it from what I've heard. So I played it very safe. I'm just using it twice a week and it's doing amazing things. I feel like it's making my skin feel very smooth and very soft, and I feel like I'm not breaking out as bad as I thought I might with having to wear a mask at work all day long, but so far things are doing really well. I love the smell. It's very clean and fresh. It's beautiful. The cleanser, I really like the consistency of it. It's very, I don't know, it just feels very smooth on my skin. I quite like it. The tonic, I'm gonna say a very similar thing. It just feels very fresh, clean, smooth. I really like this tonic. The tonic, cleanser, and the oils, I don't know. It's hard for me to pick a favorite from this section because I love all these products. They're all favorites. The 2 oils are the Jasmine Oil Blend and the Overnight Retinol Oil. I use the Jasmine one in the morning on the days I'm using it, and the Overnight one obviously overnight. Again, they just feel really good. I love the way they sink into my skin. The smell is so clean. I feel very fresh when I use these. Lovely to work with. I adore the eye cream so much. I really like the little tip. The perfect amount disperses. It feels so good in my under eyes. My makeup still blends just fine on the mornings that I use this. It's a really nice eye cream. It might be one of my favorite eye creams I've tried ever. And finally, the Retinol Lotion is just a really nice moisturizer. I can't say this is my favorite moisturizer of all time. This is probably my least favorite product out of this collection just because I don't know, I like other moisturizers a little bit more, but this one is still fine. I haven't noticed anything negative from it. It's just not my #1 favorite moisturizer ever, but I do think it's fair. It does a good job. I like this whole system. I think it's really nice. I've been very impressed with it. It might be one of my favorite Pixi collections thus far. All right, moving on. Next, I got a palette from Spoiled Lips Cosmetics. This is the 24K Pure Gold Volume 13 palette. Quite a mouthful. It looks like this. I like the gold bar packaging. It's kind of like just quirky and cute, and I like that it's not insanely bulky. Like, it's still a very slim, compact palette, so to speak. The colors look like this. I really like the formula inside. It's very much similar to that Slave for Salma palette that I really like. The mattes are very pigmented and very buttery, blend really nicely, and the shimmers are just like that very almost chunky, very bright metallic kind of feel. I really like it. It's not the most insanely exciting color story I've ever seen in my life, but it is very cute. I enjoyed using it the couple times that I have. So far, so good. I don't love the little lip imprints I'm learning. It makes it kind of hard to swatch. When I was doing the swatches for you, I felt like I was just busting into them and it made it kind of pointless. But other than that, I don't have any major complaints with this. I don't love this giant bar of gold highlight in there just because it's not something I would reach for most of the time. But at the same time, I could see certain people really liking that giant highlight in there. But yeah, it's a fair palette. Not my favorite palette in the world, but just because, mostly because of the color story. It's just not the color story that screams to me, but the formula inside is pretty solid. Moving on, the brand Cloven Hollow reached out to me wanting to send me some things, and I said yes. I like trying newer, smaller, I don't know if they're newer, but I like trying smaller indie brands that are cruelty-free. The first product of the 3 is the Hydratint. It's a cheek serum. It's in the shade Georgia. It's a really pretty, just like neutral pink. It's so nice. I feel like it blends nicely on the cheeks. I was so confused when I first saw this little guy because I thought it was nail polish, and I was like, why did they send me nail polish? But I realized soon that it was a blush, and it's really nice. I love a good liquid blush. It's really easy to work with. Really nice color. I feel like this color would suit a lot of more like fair to light-skinned people. It's very neutral. It's soft. I like this one. And the other 2 products are lip products, and I don't love these too much. This liquid lipstick is called Napa. It's a very cute berry color. I do like the tone of this. I don't wear this kind of color very often, but I do like it when I wear it. It's just not my favorite liquid lipstick. It's just, I don't know. I don't love liquid lipsticks in general anymore, but this one's just not my favorite. It's not horribly dry or anything like that, but it definitely just was only okay. Is kind of how I can put it. And this lip glaze in the shade Candied Hearts, it's a really cute pink. I like the color of it, and it's a nice texture, but I don't like this whole clicky pen action. It made me feel nostalgic at first when I was initially using it, but I don't know. I don't really like this kind of applicator. I would have preferred just like a doe foot, or even just a wand, something of that nature, like not a clicky pen. Anything but a clicky pen. The lip products aren't horrible, but they're just not something I'll probably reach for too often. But the cheek serum was a hit. I really like this guy. Backtracking really quick, I did do an IGTV video featuring the Pixi collection as well as that 24K palette that I mentioned. I'm pointing where I put them. I'm kind of cleaning as I talk, just to help keep my sanity down. Juno Co sent me a couple of products. The first one is the Moonshine Miracle Cream. I've talked about this quite a few times on my channel. I've used this in Get Ready With Me's. I think I talked about it in a favorites video. I love this. It's a really just nice thick consistency, yet it melts into the skin so beautifully. It's so hydrating and moisturizing. It preps the skin nicely if you want to use it as a primer. I really, really, really like this guy. And on top of the fact that the packaging is absolutely stunning, beautiful. Love this product. They also sent me some sponges. I'll show the close-ups of all the sponges that I got, but here's my used and abused one. I love a microfiber sponge. I've been using these Juno Co sponges for probably at least a year and a half now. Definitely a year. It's been a while. I love these sponges. They make my makeup blend flawlessly. I love good microfiber sponges and I'm happy to be stocked up for a while. And they sent me cute colors. Not that that really matters, but it does add a little bit of fun. All right, next up, I finally got to try Odin's Eye. They sent me some products and I've been so excited playing with them. You guys know how excited I've been. I've been gushing over this stuff. They've technically sent me two separate packages, so I'm gonna break it up. We're gonna talk about the first package and I'll talk about the second package once I get to that part of my list, or else we're going to be talking about Odin's Eye for like 20 minutes straight. The first package they sent me included the Freja Palette and also the Solmane eyeshadow palette and highlight palette. I'm so sorry if I butcher these names. I really try to pronounce them. I'm really bad with accents. I really try my best. Okay, let's talk about the first palette, the Freja palette. I have used this in an IGTV video. It's a really beautiful pinky red, warm, almost neutral, but like brighter than neutral palette. It's very beautiful. I love the tones in here. It's very pretty. I've used this quite a few times before work, actually, when I just want to throw on really pretty eye makeup but still wear the mask all day long. This has been really nice to just throw on really pretty but easy looks. I really like this palette. And the Solmane palette is very beautiful. I did a 3 looks 1 palette with this. I think I did a Get Ready With Me with this as well. Maybe I did an IGTV video. I don't know if I did. That's tentative. But regardless, I did a lot of looks with this palette. I've used this again before work quite a few times because it's really easy just to throw on really quick but beautiful looks. I adore this palette. I love the color scheme. This is my favorite of the two. It's just flawless. I love this palette. By the way, they did end up giving me an affiliate discount code. It's ButeBean in all caps. I will make a commission if you use that code, which I so greatly appreciate, but please do not feel pressured to shop if you are not genuinely interested in these products. The last one is the Solmane highlight palette, and I literally cannot get enough of this highlight palette. It's my favorite highlight palette I've ever had in my life. I'm wearing the pink shade on my cheeks today. I just think it's so beautiful. The colors in this are like so soft and shiny and blinding, and they're like kind of unconventional. They're not just typical highlight shades. They have really pretty like duochrome shifts to them. I adore this palette. It might be my favorite thing from them in general. I love this palette with my whole heart. I literally can't stop using it. I have to force myself to use other highlights right now because I just want to use this every single time I do my makeup, and I haven't felt like that about something in a long time. Okay, moving on. I have a couple things from Pop Beauty, and you're probably wondering, Pop Beauty, where did that come from? I haven't seen you talk about anything new from Pop Beauty. You would be correct. They sent me 3 things. One of them arrived totally broken. I will pop a picture up. I'm very sad because I really like that highlight formula. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's one of their new prismatic highlights. It's a really pretty pinky color. I was pumped to try that, and then when I realized it was broken, my heart broke with it. So I didn't get to try that. And then these other 2 products, I just know that I don't need, and I'd rather just put them in my giveaway box. So we have the Makeup Magnet Mist. I really don't need another setting spray. I'm like stocked up, so I figured I should just not be selfish and hold on to this. So I'm gonna pass this along to someone else. And they also sent me this eyeshadow palette. It's the Lightshow Palette. It looks really pretty. It's very cute. I like the colors in it. There are a couple pressed glitters, which I don't love, but otherwise they do look like really pretty colors. It's a really just nice looking palette, but I just didn't think I'd really get enough use out of it. I thought I would use it maybe once, and that's just not fair, so I'd rather just save it and give it away to somebody else in the future. So don't have thorough reviews on any of these products. I'm very sorry, but I'm only one human and I'm doing as much as I can, and with the things that I know I can't review, I'd rather just give new homes to. Alright, moving on to Glaminatrix. I've been wanting to try this brand for so long, and then they reached out to me wanting to send me some stuff, and I was over the moon excited. I couldn't wait to try their stuff out. The first part of the package was the Sandra Rose palette. I was so floored. I really want to create more looks with this. I really want to do a 3 looks 1 palette with this at some point. It's just really hard for me to do 3 looks 1 palettes right now. I'm working so much, and I literally only have so much time to film right now, but I do want to film with this eventually. I did do an IGTV video with this, and I will definitely pull this out again for either a 3 looks 1 palette or at the very least to get ready with me. I think it's beautiful. I've used it a couple times off camera as well before work. The mattes blend so beautifully. They are so colorful and just, they blend nicely. They're so cute, but these shimmers, the shimmer formula might be one of my favorite shimmer formulas I've ever tried. It's so chunky, metallic, bright. It's everything that I want in a shimmer. I love the colors in this palette. Everything works so beautifully that I've tried so far. The longevity is nice. I can't get enough of these shadows. I really, really like it. Glaminatrix also spoiled me and sent me so many of their singles. I'm so excited. I've already used quite a few of these. I've used these, I think, in an IGTV video, and also I think I did a get ready with me with these. So beautiful. I'm really happy with the colors. I'm really happy with the metallics. Again, they're so beautiful. I love how chunky they are. It makes me so happy. The mattes also blend really nicely, but the shimmers are definitely where the brand stands. I really can't say much more. You're seeing swatches. It's a lovely color selection I have here. And last is their highlight in the shade Lucid. It's such a beautiful duochrome color. It's very soft, but still like shiny and shimmery on the cheeks. It's such a beautiful highlight. I want them to make more, and I want to own them all. So beautiful. I really like this highlight formula. All right, next up I have the collection from Kaleidos. They launched their Make Your Escape collection, and I'm excited to talk about it in depth. I was really excited to receive this collection. I had a lot of fun with it. I did do lots of videos with this collection. I did a first impressions, I did eye swatches with the palette and comparing all of the Kaleidos highlights, and I did a 3 looks 1 palette with the palette, obviously. This is what the palette looks like. The palette is actually probably my least favorite part of the collection, just because, well, if you saw my video, you'll know. For one, it's such a squeaky palette. This blue does not work for me in the slightest. It's just very patchy. I can't get it to work for me, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, like, I have plenty of blues. I don't need to bend over backwards to make a shadow work when I have other options. I always get people that are like, oh, try to do this, try to do that. And I'm like, I don't want to go through extra steps to make a shadow work when 99% of the other shadows that I have work just fine with the techniques that I use. I don't want to jump through hoops. I just don't. And I couldn't make this blue work for me even jumping through hoops. So the greens look very similar. I don't like that there's the coral and the orange. I feel like they're too similar. It's just not my favorite color story ever. I do feel like they changed their matte formula. It doesn't feel exactly the same. The shimmers, however, are as beautiful as ever. Again, I wish there weren't the 2 greens because they're pretty much identical on the eyes in my opinion, but it's a solid palette. There's just some minor critiques that I don't love. And with that being said, it's just my least favorite part of the collection. There are other parts of this that stuck out more for me. Well, I guess we can talk about the least exciting parts. We have the Tone Activator Eye Primer. It's a solid eye primer. I'm really liking it. I don't like it as much as my Smashbox, but I do like this a lot, and I have been trying to use it every couple times I do my makeup just to get use out of it. They also sent me 2 sponges. Here's the one I've been using and abusing. I've been using this the past couple months. It's enlarged because it's damp from doing my makeup today. I like it. I don't like it as much as my microfiber sponges, but it's a solid sponge. I don't have any complaints. The new Lucid lip gloss is beautiful. It's in the shade Hypnotize. It's just so juicy on the lips. I love the color. It's so hard to describe. It's like a very deep rosy pinkish color. It's really beautiful. I love the way this looks, and it's very comfortable. One of my favorite gloss formulas ever, actually. The 2 Lo-Fi blushers are very cute. We have Lo-Fi Peach and Lo-Fi Rose. I'm actually wearing the rose powder on my cheeks today. The peach one is definitely my favorite of the 2. I really like the 2 highlighty colors in here as well. This one I can actually use as a highlight. This one I have to use more as like a hybrid blusher highlight kind of feel because it's not quite light enough for me, but this would be a stunning face highlight on deeper skin tones. I would love to see them come out with more blushes because I really like the formula and I think these are really cute. I like the compartment. It's just adorable. I really like it. And finally, we have the 4 new highlights. They reformulated Ray Rider, and now it's just a little bit brighter, a little bit softer. Again, I compared all of the Kaleidos highlights that they have at all in my eye swatch video with the Escape Pod palette, so check that out. Moon Cruiser is such a beautiful blue-purple shift. I literally cannot get enough of it. It's so stunning. Diamond Dasher I've probably worn the most out of the 4. It's a really soft, shimmery pink. It's so beautiful. I can wear it with so many things. It's just such a lovely absolutely highlight. And finally, Mars Melter. This is definitely the most unique to my collection. I don't have one that's like a really strong like reddish pink shift. It's really cool. Really like it a lot. I really like all of these highlights. The highlights and blushes are definitely my favorite part of the collection. I think they killed it. All right, last set of products for the month of May. Illamasqua reached out to me and wanted to send me some products as well, and I was super intrigued. Their face products looked stunning, so I was happy to try some stuff out. The Beyond Veil Skin Glowing Gel is stunning. It's such a beautiful primer. It leaves my skin with such a beautiful glowy base. It's very similar actually to my Glossier Future Dew. I like my Future Dew just a tiny bit more, especially because I like the packaging a bit more on that one, but this is also just a beautiful primer. I really like the way this makes my skin look and feel. This was very oozy when I got it in the mail though. I had some cleanup to do. The inside was totally fine, but there was definitely some goo all over the outside and I had to clean it up. But other than that, it's been smooth sailing with this product. I really like the way this looks on my skin. I have two of the Beyond liquid highlights. We have OMG and Days. Days is the one I've been using most often. I'm wearing it as my liquid highlight under my powders today. It's a really soft, like pearly pinkish kind of color. OMG is also a really pretty color. It's kind of more champagne-y. It's just slightly too deep for my skin. I'll probably end up gifting this to a friend that has deeper skin than me. But either way, they're both a beautiful formula. I just squeeze a teensy little bit on my beauty sponge and tap it out, and it's so glassy and lovely. Really solid liquid highlights. Sticking with the creams, I also have the Color Veil Blusher in the shade Tonic. I've been wearing this non-stop. You guys are probably so sick of seeing this. I can't stop using it. This was also kind of messy when I received it in the mail. I had to do just a little bit of cleanup, nothing too major, but it was a little bit messy, just so you know. I love the color. I just dip my beauty sponge right in and then I pat it on my cheeks. It blends flawlessly. The color's beautiful on my cheeks and works with pretty much any blush I use ever. I really like this product. I can't stop using it. It's probably my favorite thing I've tried from them so far. Last cream face product. This one is like a huge fail. I don't even know why. I feel like it's me. Like I feel like I just can't figure it out, but it's the Gel Sculpt. It's a cream contour bronzer type product. It's in the shade Outline. It looks like this, which terrified me. I was like, this isn't gonna work on me. I am a ghost. This will never work. And then I went to swatch it. I'm showing it in my close-up too, but look, it literally like barely anything happens at all. And I looked up videos using it and people just like put it on like a normal cream bronzer and it's like a beautiful shade. It blends out nice. Mine doesn't do that. I don't know if mine's broken or if I just don't know what I'm doing. I can't make this work. For me, this is a complete dud. If you got one that works, then congratulations. I'm very jealous because mine literally is broken. I've never had something like that happen before. Last complexion product, I have one of the Beyond Powder Highlights. This is in the shade Deity. I really like this as well. It's such a soft, glowy, ethereal, fairy looking glow. It's a very specific description, but that's exactly how I feel when I wear it. It's very soft, it's so smooth. I really like this. I wouldn't mind having a couple more shades of this highlights actually, because it's a really nice formula. Not my number one favorite highlight formula. It's definitely more on like the smooth glowy side rather than blinding sparkly side, but regardless, it's still really pretty. And the last product from Illamasqua is their gel liner. It's actually called the Precision Gel Liner. Let me give you the correct term. It's really nice. It's very black. I wouldn't say it's totally matte when it dries down, but it's pretty dark, pretty black. It lasts a long time. I don't notice it smudging on me. It also works as a really nice base for graphic liner if you're going to pack shadow on top of it like I'd like to do sometimes. It's a pretty solid liner. I can't really say much more than that. It doesn't get creasy or smudgy. I like it. It's fine. Okay, moving on to the month of June. We are done with May. May was definitely like filled with products. I guess just because brands felt like they could finally release stuff again now that like shipping was starting to pick up again. I'm not sure. It was a lot. It was actually a little overwhelming for me. But anyways, we can move on now to June. Let's go over the rest of my Odin's Eye stuff. This is when I got the rest of my package. They sent me another palette. They sent me all 6 of their blushes and they sent me all 12 of their liquid lipsticks. Let's go over the palette first. This is the Alva palette. I really like this a lot. I think it's very springy and ethereal. I love the pops of like yellows, pinks. I love this duochrome down here. The yellow is pretty solid as well. I get a little picky with my yellows, but this one's really nice. I did use this in an IGTV video. I like it a lot. The shimmers are really pretty in this palette. I really don't have any negatives. I think it's really solid, really pretty, and again, it's easy to make just really nice looks with this palette. I really like it. Again, you can use my code if you want to try them out and save some money because I think a lot of people would like this brand. Like I said, they sent over 6 of their blushes. They have 6 total. They have 3 flower blushes and 3 fruit blushes. The Alva fruit blushes are a matte formula. They're really pretty. They blend out really nicely. I really like the colors of them. We have Apricot Girl, which is my absolute favorite. I'll be inserting swatches, of course. We have Ripe Papaya, which is really bright, summery. It's so cute on the cheeks. Oh my goodness. And Sweet Peach, which is probably my least favorite out of all the blushes, just simply because this isn't totally my color, but it is still really pretty. It's a really, really nice formula. I can't stop using these blushes in general. I really like them. And the flower blushes have more of a shimmery, sheeny kind of feel. This is my personal favorite formula out of the bunch. You guys know I like a really glowy, shimmery blush. It's just my thing. We have the shade Little Jasmine, which is my #1 favorite. I think it's just such a beautiful shade. We have Sweet Tulip, which is again, not totally up my alley as far as blush color, but it's still lovely. And we also have Water Lily, which is a close second as far as favorite. I think the shade is really nice. I just love these blushes. I'm getting such a dent in all of these because I can't stop using them. And finally, we'll talk about the liquid lipsticks. They have 12 total. They have 2 different types. We have the cream lip stains and the matte lip stains. These are also from that Alva category as far as palette, blushes, lip products. That's what this is from as well. I really like the packaging on both. I think it's really pretty and luxurious, and I also like they have that difference. Like the cream ones have more of that pink, whereas the other one has more of that neutral champagne-y kind of color. I personally like the cream lip stains more. It's just more up my alley. I am wearing a matte today. Not of this product, but just in general. But aside from today, typically I go for something more creamy, more glossy, and I really, really like the cream lip stains. Miss Canna is really pretty. It's just not totally my color scheme. It's a little bright for me for it being so glossy. Little Jasmine is my #1 favorite. I can't stop wearing this color. I think it's so pretty and easy to wear with everything. Sweet Tulip is such a cute, more bright color again, but it's a little more toned down than Miss Canna. It's really cute. Water Lily I've also worn quite a few times. It's really just warm, summery. It goes with a lot of the colors I'm playing with lately. Lady Camilla's is also really cute, but again, it's very bright, and I don't usually use things that are quite so bright with something that's more glossy. Poppy Girl, however, it's very dark. It can get messy quick if you're not careful, but it's so deep and rich and lovely. Oh my gosh, I feel so dramatic when I wear it. It's beautiful. And now with the matte ones, again, I don't like them as much as the cream ones, but I do still like them. It's a solid lip tint. It's nice. It spreads nicely. It doesn't feel thick at all on the lips because it is more of a tint. It feels really good. Red Apple is exactly what you would expect. It's a red apple color. Apricot Girl is my favorite of the matte lip stains. I've worn that one quite a few times. It's really, really cute. Ripe Papaya is also really pretty. It's just a bit orange for my taste. I don't wear orange lips too often unless it's a really deep rusty orange. Sweet Peach is really cute. It's also... Sweet Peach might be my second favorite out of all the matte lip stains. I think it's really pretty. Dry Dates is really pretty. However, I can't personally wear that one unless my lips are in peak perfection, because if my lips are dry at all, it definitely accentuates that, but I would say that about any dark liquid lipstick. And Perfect Plum is really cute. It's definitely probably my least favorite out of all those just because I don't reach for that type of shade very often, but it is still really cute and solid. All right, next let's talk about my lashes I got from Juno Co. And this month they actually did their subscription box in collaboration with Dido Cosmetics, which I thought was really cool that they did a collab for it. The lashes that they sent this month are Burst, which just look very full, big, dramatic. Killer, which are very spiky, and you'll see in my close-up they're very cut up because I was trying to chop these for my eyes. I will get to how I felt in a second. And also Return, which are also just really big, dramatic. I don't personally like these styles. I couldn't get Killer to work for me. It looked really, really bad on me. I think it's just that particular lash style doesn't suit me, but I could not make these look good, so I put them back in their box. And the other two I didn't open just because these aren't totally my lash style. I like things that are a little more wispy. I still like really big, dramatic lashes, but these are just a little too straight. I want some wispiness, difference in lengths. These are just a little too straight. So I'm gonna save these and give them to somebody who I think will enjoy them. They also sent over from Dido Cosmetics the liquid liner. It's a really solid liquid liner. It's a felt tip. It applied really smoothly, really nicely, very dark, very black, very matte. I didn't have issues with it melting throughout the day. I really like this liquid liner. They did a good job with that. All right, so moving right along, we have some palettes from Dido Cosmetics. I did a video recently where I played with both of these in a video. I do plan on doing some videos with IG IGTV with these soon, so stay tuned for that. This is the Neon palette. It's all matte. It's very bright, very colorful. I found these shadows really, really easy to blend. I had a great time using these. I have only used these in that one video, so I don't have like a full thorough review. I've only had these a very short time. I got these at the tail end of June, but so far so good. I had really good luck with these. And the Galaxy Shade palette is mostly shimmers with a couple mattes and that one pressed glitter that I cannot stand being in there, but it's okay. The shimmers that I used in that video were so pretty. They definitely took me by surprise. I was really impressed with how it looked on my eyes. I'm excited to play with this again, honestly. Like, the mattes don't really wow me in this palette, but the shimmers are definitely beautiful. Next up, I have the Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet palette. I played with this in an Instagram video and a first impressions on my channel. It looks like this. I think the packaging's really pretty. I'm gonna say a lot of redundant stuff if you saw my first impressions. I think the packaging is pretty. I don't hate the color scheme in here just because it is very much like neutrals with pops of purple. However, I tried to do very dramatic looks just to pull that side of it a little bit more just because that's more my style. I don't totally hate the color scheme. I do wish it wasn't as shimmer heavy, and I wish there was one dark matte. That is mainly what it's missing. I feel like if there could have been one really dark matte, I would have absolutely loved this palette. Well, that's a very strong word. I would not have loved this palette. It's not the most outstanding formula ever. It's definitely more subdued, something more for people that don't need or want as much pigment. I definitely had to build some things up to get maximum impact. I did like the shadows I played with when I played with them and built them up to be maximum impact, but it's definitely not like the most dramatic palette you'll ever use. But I thought it was cute. Not my favorite palette I've ever used, but definitely not the worst, and I definitely think it can suit a very specific type of person that wants to play with color, but you don't want it to be like too much. But at the same time, there's other palettes you could use that are a lot more affordable, so just really depends on what you want, but I didn't hate using this, bottom line. Next up, I got sent the ColourPop Sailor Moon collection. I was shocked that I got sent this because this launched initially months ago and I didn't get it sent to me, so I was surprised they sent it to me when they relaunched it, but I'm not complaining. I am happy to try this stuff out. I do have a code with ColourPop. It's 5BeautBean if you want to save $5. It's not affiliated. It's simply just to save you some money. I did do a first impressions with this, and I'm also wearing a lot of this collection on my face for the IGTV video that went up on my Instagram before this video. Let's talk about the palette. Of course, the packaging's adorable. We all know it's adorable. I didn't even grow up watching Sailor Moon, and I still I understand how adorable this is. I love it. The inside's really cute. I wish there was just like, I don't know, more colorful mattes, but at the same time, these shades down here, like, they look like they're shimmery, but they're more mattes with shimmer in them. So as you blend it, the shimmer kind of dusts away and you can use them as a traditional matte, or you can kind of pack it down as more of a shimmer. However, my favorite part about this palette, honestly, are these 4 shimmers here. They are so sparkly and bright. I think they're really pretty colors, and they actually complement the bright colors down here really nicely. Again, I'm wearing a lot of these shadows on my eyes today. I think it's really solid. I didn't have any trouble with this. It seems like it performs like normal ColourPop quality. I don't know. I don't really have any major complaints. It's not my absolute favorite palette I've ever seen from ColourPop, but I do think it's cute. I like it. I'm glad I had a chance to try it. The 2 blushes are definitely the star of the show for me. We have Cat's Eye, which is that bright shimmer pink, and we have From the Moon, which is that matte bright pink. I really, really, really like both of these. The matte bright pink isn't totally at my alley with blush. It's a little too fluorescent. I usually go for something more peachy. The shimmer is definitely where my heart lies, but I like both of these a lot. I love the Luna imprint. It's all just so adorable. I really like these blushes. We have the 2 Glitterly Obsessed. Of course, Moonlight Legend is that light pink, and Moon Prism Power is that really cute purple. I've used these quite a few times. I have used them on my eye, but these are not recommended for use on the eyes. Do as I say, not as I do. These are meant for your body or for your hair. Don't be a rebel like me, but these are beautiful. I love the stars and the moons. They're really, really cute glitters. I think these are my favorite glitters that I've seen ColourPop come out with so far. And finally, we have the lip products. We have 2 ultra glossy lips and 2 ultra blotted lips. I'm wearing Bunhead Ultra Blotted Lip on my lips today. I think it's really cute. I stand by what I said in my first impressions. I feel like these look a little too similar. Like, we didn't need both of these glosses and both of these ultra blotted lips. We could have done with one of each because they look very similar on the lips. I do think they're cute, but we didn't need both. For the glosses, we have Moon Tiara, which is a little bit lighter, and Sailor Moon, which is a little bit darker, a little more peachier. For the liquid lipsticks, we have Bunhead, which is what I'm wearing right now, and then we also have Usagi, which is a little bit brighter of a pink. Again, they're really cute colors. I just don't think we needed, like, both. You know what I mean? I do wish the ultra glossy lips didn't have a wand applicator. I wish it was more of a traditional doe foot, but you know what? It's okay. These aren't my favorite lip products I've ever used in the world, but they're not bad. I do like the Ultra Blotted Lip formula. It's just, they're not my favorite colors in the world. Oh man, we're getting close to the end of this. Are you guys still with me? I hope so. I know it's a lot. This is kind of why I want to switch to every month as well. Pixi sent me another package. A lot of this I'm also going to save for giveaways because I know it's stuff that I don't need. The first thing they actually did open up and I'm using are the Makeup Melting Cleansing Cloths. I don't use these on my face because I don't prefer to use makeup wipes on my face anymore. I feel like my skin reacts a lot better, and most people's skin reacts a lot better if you use an actual cleanser rather than these makeup remover wipes. But I have been using these for swatches on my arms just because I do have them here now. The next product that I'm actually going to be giving away is this glittery eye quad in the shade Rose Bronze. These look like really pretty glitters, but I know me and I don't need a quad of pressed glitters sitting around. They will never get used, so I'd rather pass this along to someone else. And guys, please do not ask me to send you stuff. I literally just try to do it very randomly, very fairly. I have a system. Please don't ask. I'm also going to be giving away this Lip Lift Mask in Peony Bloom. It's a really cute pink. I debated keeping this, but I just don't think I need it. I have plenty of lip products, so I'm going to pass this one along. And finally, it's the H2O Skin Drink Pure Hydration Gel. I also considered keeping this for travel purposes to have a little moisturizer, but I'm not traveling for who knows how when, and I have plenty of travel stuff. So I will be passing this moisturizer along as well, but I am confident that this moisturizer is fine. I'm sure the lip product is great. I know nothing about Pixi glitters, so I have no clue if those are going to be any good, but they are cute colors. Next is the KVD Vegan Beauty Shake Primer. They wanted to start sending me a couple products, so I said sure, because Kat Von D is no longer associated. I have no problem trying out this brand now that it's like trying to redo its thing. I wish they would change up their packaging design a little bit. If they want to feel different, they need to make themselves different, but that's a whole other thing. Regardless, this is the Shake Primer. I actually used it in the IGTV video for today, and I do have a Get Ready With Me up on my channel before this video goes up as well, so you'll be able to see me using this. So far, I actually really like this. Basically, you tip it over, and there's a little button on the bottom, and you disperse one drop out of here, and you use it on both eyes. It's supposed to be universal because it's clear. It's water-based. It's very weird. It's nothing I've ever seen before with an eye primer. But I actually have had really good luck with it so far. My color payoff is nice, my blending is nice. I really don't have any issues with it. I can't say if this is going to replace my Smashbox one or not because I highly doubt it. I love my Smashbox one so much, but so far I'm having really good luck with this and I'm excited to keep trying it out. Let me know if you guys have tried this because I find it to be so interesting. I got added to e.l.f.'s PR list recently, which was such an exciting thing to happen. I've been a fan of e.l.f. ever since I first ever started playing with makeup because they were so cheap and easy to acquire, and it's just so exciting. They sent me the e.l.f. Jkissa collab, which I know launched like a month ago, but mine got lost in the mail. But it finally made its way to me. I didn't even know I was getting this collection until it arrived very late, but I used it recently. The palette isn't my favorite. I'll start by saying that, which is unfortunate. I'm very proud of Jkissa and of her collab, but this palette just isn't my favorite. They take a little bit of work to blend, and this purple in particular up here, I couldn't get to work at all. It's not my favorite. The shimmers are quite cute. They're not my favorite shimmers I've ever used, but they're cute. The yellows were nice. It's just overall not my favorite rainbow palette. I have a feeling I'll end up giving this one to a friend just because I have other rainbow palettes that I like more, but I did enjoy being able to use this for you guys and getting to try it out and stuff like that. Some of you really enjoyed your palette, some of you told me you've had blending issues as well. I guess it's just kind of a preference thing, a hit or miss type deal, but not my favorite palette, but I am happy I got to try it out. However, my favorite part of this collection is this liquid eyeshadow duo, Suki to My Heart. So cute. I love the gold side. The shimmers in it are so pretty, and then the clearish white side with the shimmers. I'm getting all tongue twisted now. This is just such a beautiful eye duo. I really, really like these liquid shadows. They are so stunning. I am going to continue using this hands down. And I also really like the brushes. I'm not going to hold them up for you because they are filthy, but you're seeing close-ups, I'm sure. I inserted little clips of them. They're really solid brushes. They're all shapes that I will continue using. I like the way they look. I have no complaints with the brushes. And finally, we are on the last product. This is the Mousse Beauty Impressionism palette. I'm really excited about trying this palette out. So far I've only done one look with it for my first impressions video, but I had a great time using it. The mattes blended really nice. I really liked the color payoff. The shimmers are really soft, yet metallic and bright. I don't know how to explain it. It's very unique. It's very pretty. I had an easy time using it and I'm excited to play with it again. I'm sure I will do an IGTV video with this at some point. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. I know it's not a thorough review with this one since I've only used it once, but I can say so far so good. And that is where I will leave that. Oh, okay. I would love to know who made it to the end of this video. Goodness gracious, if you made it to the end, leave me a balloon emoji because you deserve a party. If you made it to the end of this video, I feel like I've been here for a million years. Again, let me know if you're cool with me switching this to every month instead of every other month. In the past, you guys have insisted that I stick with every other month, but I really think I want to switch to once a month, just to keep it relevant and to not have too many things to talk about at one time. But you let me know what you're thinking. I would love to know your thoughts on any of the things I talked about today. Have you tried any of these things? Are you interested in picking them up? I hope my little Roundup review was helpful for you if you were debating anything. I really enjoy doing these videos just to kind of sit back and reflect and just really break down my thoughts on all these products. I know it's very chatty, very rambly, but I do enjoy doing these for you. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's Beauty and follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Black Lives Matter is still not over, and it never will be over. Please make sure you're continuing to stay educated and informed. Check the link in my bio if you need some resources. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.